Shots fired. Jermaine Franklin sends out a message online to Anthony Joshua. You want to know what that message was or is? First, make sure you subscribe, comment, share, and all that stuff. It's on. Jermaine Franklin tells Anthony Joshua, I don't play boxing. He tells the judges to stay at home. What do you think that means? He's telling Anthony Joshua he's going to knock him out. Jermaine Franklin is not playing around. He's going to come in the best shape of his life, I do believe. And if he doesn't come in the best shape of his life, he has no one to blame but himself. But I hear Anthony Joshua is looking great. He's in Texas working with Derek James. I believe there's a press conference coming soon about the big fight. And I wonder, is AJ going to respond or just keep quiet? I hear Joshua's looking big and strong. You know, we already knew he's big and strong. And like me and Tony of Tony's Reviews keep saying, the bigger AJ was the best AJ. If he goes back to that AJ, he's going to be tough for, all these guys to beat, except maybe Usyk. But Jermaine Franklin and I'm surprised he sent out a message like that. He's kind of the quiet type. I thought he was more of the, see me on fight night type. I'm not going to talk too much, but maybe he's trying to get in AJ's head. A lot of people think AJ is mentally vulnerable right now, so maybe he thought, I'll start working on his mind way before April, maybe thinking he can have him shook by fight night. But I think AJ's too professional for that. How many big fights has he been in? If you can take the pressure of fighting Ruiz with no tune-up, then everything else shouldn't be too hard for him. But I like Franklin's attitude. People acting like Franklin is an easy guy to fight. There's no way. Go watch the Dillian White fight. A lot of people say he won that fight. I say he at least should have got a draw. I think had he thrown the uppercut, I don't remember if he threw it at all. But if he did throw it, he should have thrown it more, because we know that's Dillian White's weak point. And that's AJ's strong point. If he can land that uppercut on Franklin, Franklin's going to have some issues. I believe Franklin has 21 fights or 22 with 14 knockouts. AJ 27 fights with, I believe, 22 knockouts, 3 losses. Jermaine Franklin just that one loss to Dillian White. But when a guy starts talking about he's going to knock you out, those are fighting words, and that's the hurt business. And the great fighters know how to get in someone's head before the fight. Ali used to do it when he was Cassius Clay. He used to do it. Riddick Bowe used to try to do it. I'm not so sure it was effective. Remember when he punched Larry Donald at that press conference? That was weak. But he couldn't even knock him down without gloves. Didn't knock him down in the fight, I don't think, or barefisted. But it seemed to intimidate Larry Donald, so I will give him that. I forgot he seemed kind of shook during the fight. I remember during that fight, by the way, it's off topic, I remember Larry Donald was just seeming like he was scared, and Riddick Bowe was clearly winning, and George Foreman said something like Larry Donald was like could still win or was doing good, and Larry Merchant just said, "How so, George?" But definitely looking forward to this. We got this in April, I believe April 1st. Then we got Joe Joyce versus Zhang in April. So April looks like a big fight month. Eddie Hearn is saying that he wants Joshua to go back to 3 fights a year. He thinks he's, hungry again. His motto used to be stay hungry. Let's see if he's hungry. We see Franklin is. Joshua's not too much into the mind games. That's more a thing for Usyk and Tyson Fury. Usyk keeps saying things to Fury to try to get in his head, calling him belly and stuff like that. But, That don't bother Tyson Fury. He's talked about his belly before, so he don't care nothing about that. In fact, he'll use that as fuel and go in there and really punish you. I still favor Fury in that fight. Won't be easy, but I favor Fury. Too big, too strong. Boxing IQ is just as high as Usyk. So a good big man beats a good little man. I don't like cliches, but that's one that holds up. Except for AJ Usyk. What do you guys think of Franklin telling the judges to stay home that night, like they won't be needed, like he's gonna bring his own judges, like Lennox Lewis used to say? Make sure to comment, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. Like I said at the beginning, LSR forever. The reason I do this, and be fearless. Yay, yay.